A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a groundbreaking announcement today, Environment Secretary Steve Reed confirmed that Ofwat, the water regulator established at the time of privatization in 1989, will be abolished as part of a sweeping reform aimed at addressing the broken water regulatory system in the UK. This decision marks a pivotal moment in the history of water regulation, with Reed stating, "Today I can announce that the Labour government will abolish Ofwat." The proposed changes come in the wake of a comprehensive report from the Independent Water Commission, led by former Bank of England Deputy Governor Sir John Cunliffe. This report, which outlined 88 recommendations for the UK and Welsh governments, highlighted significant flaws in the current system of water regulation, particularly regarding the management of water companies and their impact on the environment. Reed emphasized that the new regulatory framework will consolidate the functions of four existing regulators into a single, powerful body that will oversee the entire water sector, ensuring that it operates in the best interests of customers, investors, and the environment. It will prevent the abuses of the past, he said, assuring the public that the new regulator will be tasked with overseeing investments and maintenance to prevent shocking bill hikes like those witnessed in the previous year. The Independent Water Commission's report, released earlier this week, made it clear that the current regulatory system has come under intense scrutiny, especially for its failure to manage companies like Thames Water, which have faced criticism for paying out large dividends to shareholders while neglecting essential infrastructure maintenance. The Commission's recommendations include the establishment of a single integrated water regulator for England and a separate body for Wales, along with stronger consumer advocacy and regional water authorities to address local priorities. Sir John Cunliffe, in his address regarding the report, underscored the urgency of restoring trust in the water sector. He stated, "Trust that bills are fair, that regulation is effective, that water companies will act in the public interest, and that investors can get a fair return." The report calls for a holistic approach to managing the water system, addressing governance, financial resilience, and enhancing the voice of local communities. The Environment Secretary reiterated the government's commitment to reform, stating, "The water industry is broken. Our rivers, lakes, and seas are polluted with record levels of sewage. Water pipes have been left to crumble into disrepair. Soaring water bills are straining family finances." Reed's remarks reflect a growing public sentiment that the water industry must be held accountable for its environmental impact and customer service. In addition to abolishing Ofwat, the government plans to establish a legally binding water ombudsman and expand the role of the Consumer Council for Water, aligning the water sector with other utilities. The government has also pledged to have sewage pollution in England's rivers by 2030, backed by a £104 billion investment aimed at upgrading infrastructure. The response from political leaders has been mixed, with both the Conservative and Liberal Democrat parties acknowledging the need for reform in water regulation. Liberal Democrat leader Sir Ed Davey proposed the creation of a Clean Water Authority to hold water companies accountable, while Tory Shadow Environment Secretary Victoria Atkins called for transparency in the transition from Ofwat. Consumer advocacy groups have welcomed the proposed changes, but some remain skeptical. Mike Keel, chief executive of the Consumer Council for Water, expressed that restoring public confidence hinges on water companies' commitment to improving their culture and performance. Meanwhile, Gary Carter of the GMB Union has called for the renationalization of water services, arguing that privatization has failed the public. Critics like Giles Bristow from Surfers Against Sewage have voiced concerns that simply replacing Ofwat with a new regulator won't address the underlying issues of profit-driven motives in the water sector. He emphasized the need for a national strategy prioritizing public health over private profit. As the government moves forward with these reforms, the focus will be on ensuring that the failures of the past are not repeated and that the water sector can deliver better outcomes for customers and the environment. The conversation surrounding water regulation is set to continue as the government works on implementing the recommendations of the Independent Water Commission, with the aim of restoring trust and accountability in this vital sector. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.